I'm Don Varney of Varney Speaks, and on behalf of Expert Village, today we're going to talk about the interview process. All right, let's take a moment and talk about some of the types of questions that you could be asked during the interview process. And sometimes the questions are misleading because we're taking them personally when they're really talking professionally. A good example would be if they were to say to you, "Tell me about yourself." You're sitting there saying, "Well, I like to go hunting on the weekends and like to go camping, take my family fishing, and I really enjoy that." Well, great answer, but that's not what they're asking. When they say, "Tell me about yourself," they are asking you to tell them about yourself in this job environment. They want to hear that, I enjoy coming to work with people that I get around and I have a good time with. I like an atmosphere of friendliness. Your company being a company that specializes in public relations and customer service, well, this is the environment that I like, and it would work well for me to work well in your environment. That would be more in line with what they're really asking when they say, "Tell me about yourself." When they ask about strengths and weaknesses, again, they're not asking for you to really tell them, "Well, I'm very good at this and I'm weak at this." But in essence, they may be asking you about how that would apply to the workforce, to the workplace where you are actually going to go to work. One of the simplest examples is you might say, I was told early on in my career that listening was a weakness, that I didn't listen very well because I was always like ready to answer whatever it was they were saying. Well, the good news was they were right, and I figured that out. So what I've done now is I've taken a weakness of not listening very well. I've taken classes on it, I read books on it, I've done studies on it, and over the last few years what I've really determined is I really wasn't a good listener, but now I've really trained myself to understand the importance of listening to the person in front of me before I try to answer.